Hello everyone. Thanks a lot for joining us on Friday night for building your custom search engine. Today we are going to create a custom search engine just like Google and all the other search engines in the on the internet. Each and every one of us might have earlier used search engine, and I'm sure like your favorite search engine might be Google. But have you ever thought like of creating your own search engine which might have your personalized name instead of inspecting element and changing the Google's name to yours? Today we are going to try how you can. Today we are actually going to learn together how to create a search engine using the Google API. So today Vaibhav will be taking us through the journey of how you can create your own custom search engine and also publish it free on the internet. So you can share the link of your search engine to your friends and they can use your search engine. So hope you all are excited. Show your excitement in the comments. And without any further ado, I would like to hand over the session to Weibo. Over to you, Weibo.
Thank you, Nurang, for the introduction to the session. Hello everyone. Uh, we are going to learn something new today, as we daily see, we use Google in our day-to-day uses, right? But we never thought of creating such a search engine which will be performing the same as Google perform using the Google's own API. Today we are going to create such a custom search engine which will be having your name, which will be having your own theme, uh, which will be having your all own kind of parameters, where we are only going to use the Google's API to get the search results from the Google, and all other components are going to be custom by yourself. Okay, so uh, we have shared some links in the description where you can go throughout the procedure uh, as I continue. So you have to just check the description. There's a link, or we will be putting it here somewhere on the screen. So you have to open that link where we have given a starter code or kind of a template to so that you can continue with the template and try to build as I go on with the code. Okay, so uh, there will be three to four files given. So you have to open that link, and then we will be seeing an REPL where you can fork it. You have to fork it, and after forking it, that REPL can be in your account. So if you don't have a REPL account, you have to create it first. Like you have to sign in. Then after you can continue with it. So here you can see. Can you see my screen? So if it's visible, just say yes in the comment section.
Yes, Weibo, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you, Mrunal, for confirming. So here, okay. So here are some four files which will be required for our today's project, or what we can say a session. So we will be using an HTML, JS, JavaScript, and CSS, where we have given the CSS file already built, because we want that we don't want to just waste our time, spend our time on the CSS part, because everyone knows almost the CSS part. So that's why you can also there's a customization too. You can also customize your own colors, fonts, whatever you want. You can adjust the size you want to. So we have just given the parameters here. uh, so you can edit it, or you can change it whatever you want. So keep the CSS part apart. Rather than it, we can focus on the HTML, then and JavaScript. So JavaScript, there are two parts. One is query and there's a script. Okay, so we will start from the index where the HTML part. So we have given a template to you, kind of syntax which will be required. Then there's an image, the name of our custom search engine which we are going to build today. So that's Bruegel. Uh, isn't it cool? Like, so you can also keep a name to your own custom search engine. You can give it a or create a poster or image like this, and you can also use the same for this. Okay, so we have given an HTML file, so in which we have declared the title of our website or custom search engine. Then after we have given some references which we are going to use. One is a CSS file, and then after there's a image which we are going to use for the search engine, right? So we are going to continue with the coding. Okay. Okay, so can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, Vaibhav, we can hear you.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pranav. So we can continue now. So in the body section, we'll be declaring the content uh, which we want to uh, display on our web page, right? So firstly, we will given the source or reference of our image here in the body content. You have to given, so we will give the source of our image that was viewable, right? So you can also use your own image, whatever you want. Then after we have to provide the width of the image. Let's take 5 to 5. You can keep it as much as you want. If you want to keep it a little bit lower or a smaller size, you can keep it as well. Okay, so we will declare a class as image here. Okay, so we are done referencing the image. Then after we will create a division for class search. Okay, so whatever we are going to search, so that's why we have given this created this division for it. Then after we will give an input type, right? Because we want to take input in that search bar. So whatever the type of that input, we will declare here. Like we are using text there, so that's why we will use text for the input type, right? So we will declare the ID for the same search, so that we can design it in the CSS. So after that, we will also give the class input. Then thereafter, we can also give the placeholder for the search bar, right? If the search bar is blank, it kind of if we keep an placeholder there, then it will be look nice, right? So we will give an placeholder for the same. Okay. Uh, Hello. Yeah. Sorry for the interruption. Uh, so after placeholder, we will keep it as a search here. Okay. So that this what this placeholder will do, the search here text will be displayed on the search bar, or whatever the bar we are using to search the content on the search engine. Okay. So after this we will close this tag input, and after we will give the on click function for the submission, right? Because we want to keep the ability to submit wherever the buttons are given. We have to give this functionality to the same. So actually, wait, have we declared the button yet? No, sorry, we haven't declared the button yet. So let's give it a button where we keep the ID submit. Right. So if we will give it a class, call it search button, and here like the placeholder, we have to bit function for on click, like whenever we click the button, what we want to perform, right? So we will give it a submit function. So whenever we click the button, the submit function will work. So we will keep it for search. We will close the button tag. So after this we will again declare a division as no, we haven't closed the division tag yet, right? So we will close it first. After we will use again a division. So in which we will give ID for the content which we want to display, right? Don't give the tag, that's why the content is not showing. So yeah, here's the division will close. So we have given the ID. Then we will give the script here. Okay. Also, we will give our references, whatever we are using. Like for script, we are using the script.js file in which we have given our script, or we will be coding our script. Okay. So close this. And so after the script, referencing the script, then we have to give the references to our JavaScript files for the query to. we are using the query, so we have to give the reference to query to. Again, we will use script. We will give the id as query, which we will keep the source file as our query. Then close the tag. Okay. So here we are done with the HTML part. Uh, so I hope you understand why we declare these functions and tags in this. So this was the smaller part because it don't have that much of functionalities. Actually, whatever we are going to do, it will be in this query and script part. Okay. So in these two files, we are going to actually uh, create the API. We will use the API key, generate it, and we will create our custom search engine perfectly. Okay, so after this HTML part, I will move on to the query. Here, we are using a default function, like we have declared a function which named as submit. So whatever the submit function we want to perform, so we will declare it here. Okay, so after submitting the button, uh, which functions should call, whatever the functionality it should perform there, we will declare it here. So firstly, we will be using a document where we will use a function that is a get element by id, right? We want to perform it for the buttons, so we will give it buttons, whatever the styles to display, we'll use display. We, would, we keep it as a block because we want to uh, open, if we want to open it, it will not open there, it will redirect it to the tab. So document, again we will use it for the content. Firstly, we have used it for the buttons, so we will use it for again content. So get element by id, we will use for the content. For the content, we will get by the inner html, keep it blank. Yeah. So up next, we will be declaring the variable, the value. So whatever the value we will get from the search, like, so that value will be stored in this variable named val, right? So in document id, we will give for search, that is value. It will, after we will create a new element for the script part. Actually, we are giving this new element for the script because whatever the API fetch from the, or content it will fetch from the Google API, it will be stored in this new element and will be shown in script part. Okay, so it will be displayed there. So we will be creating a new element, then we will document, we will create elements. We are using the create element function. We want to use it for script. then value, not a value. We are not going to use value. We are actually creating new one. So done. So what we have declared the variable, but we haven't given the functionality, like whatever the new element or variable will store. So we will give it here. So we have again a website for the Google API. Uh, so उसमें हमने website दिया है. So website will be used for create Google API to generate the Google API key. So we have given it in description. Uh, so go through the description. You will find there a creator or Google developers website. So through which you can um, find the web page where you are going to get your API key, right? So actually we have the website. I will get it from the description. So here we will paste the link. Okay. Yeah. So after okay. Yeah. So this is the key. Search E1 is the link. It's directly from the page. E will be here. I'm right now. I'm just giving it as a API key because we will be generating the same key from the Google's API. So here you have to provide the key before this part, and this after this you have to give the whatever the references for our value. Whatever this will do, it will fetch the data from the API and it will display it on our content part. Okay, so whatever we are giving the value of this new element, it will show from this link and this API, right? Uh, yeah. Okay, so we will have an API key, but we will see that part. We will generate it. Don't worry about it. Also, whatever the uh, extended doubts or whatever the clarification, extra clarification you need for the this whole custom search engine part. So we will be providing you a blog in which we will provide a step-by-step procedure for the same because we there's due to the time bound we can't just explain everything. We will be doing the hands-on part of the main uh, method that's a API key. Actually, we are creating this search engine using the API, Google's own API, right? So that's the main part we are going to learn today. Till then, even if you don't understand anything, don't worry. So after some while, we will provide that blog, and you can go through it. You will surely understand whatever this is. You- So we are creating a callback for the handler. So it's done. We'll give it a semicolon. So I hope everything is fine. Yeah. Mm, then after new element, we have given the new element. So we will again give the ID for the same in the main script. So after this, we will give a function for the whatever the content we are approaching or fetching from the this new element. That content will append, like to append that content, so that if one result appears, then after we want to fetch another result, then this function will append the results from the API. It will fetch it from API from Google and append it one by one. Right. So done. So our query part is done. Actually, uh, the main part is the generating the API key. So we will now see the generating the API key part, right? So then after we will proceed to the script. Okay. So how to generate an API key? Let's go to the website that we have provided. Uh, I will share my screen. Okay. So I have shared the another tab where we are going to generate the API key, right? So go through the link, or go to the link where you will find this page, where you have to firstly you have to log in. Make sure that you are logged in with this your Google account. Then after you have to scroll down. There's an option for the API key, right? There is also an option to get a key. Click on that. Okay, so you have to select a project. Like we have already give our name for the project, like that's Bruegel. You can give your name, own name, whatever you want. So then after, click next. So done. You can, so here's the, you can get your own key. Like I get this one. You can copy it. Yeah. Then after, you can go to your code, that is query, where we have declared this as just API key. You can paste your API key there, right? So actually here we have given it as only API key. Just paste the API key that you get from the Google's API key generator. So then after, we are good to go. So in the script part, we have also given a function called handler response, which will handle whatever the response we will get. And if we don't get a response, or properly if we got an exception, then we are giving a try and catch block here to catch the error. If we get any kind of error, then it will show the error, right? And if the engine or API successfully runs, then we will get the data or whatever the content. So the content will be uh, will be displayed on our content part, right? We are using a try block, which again we will use the same function, that is document or get content, right? Because we want to get the content displayed. Almost the query part is sorry, script part is same as the query part. Here you have to give this icon kind. Okay, so for this we have to declare a division, which will keep the we will use the inline CSS. So the content, whatever the content we are going to display there, right? You will use the basic color as the gray. So we will give it as gray. Done. Yeah. So here, what we want to get the like whenever we get search on Google, we get an first line like these amount of results are displayed in this amount of time. So we will give it just an exclamatory mark or expression. Woohoo! That whatever the API. So this function will show the count of the results that we are getting after search. Function will show the time to which we get our results or content in the web page. Information formatted search time and in seconds because results will be displayed fast, so we want in seconds. After this, we can use the division. All right. So this we will use a for loop so that whatever the response we are getting, it will get incremented. Okay, we will use a variable as I. Sorry, use a variable as I. It could initially 0 and its value as less than the response items. So as much as items or search results we will get, it will be displayed and it will get append. So here we will keep it I plus plus so that it will append one by one. In this for loop, again, so document the same function, get element by ID. We want to append the content in the loop. Uh, just wait, guys. Uh, okay, so yeah, ID, yeah. So we will again use it for the content. We will in HTML. going to right. So here again we will use the uh, again we will create a division for the inline CSS. We will give the style as a line, whatever the content items in the center. Close the division tag. After we will create a break here that the whatever content will be, it will the next line. Again, we will be using this inline CSS. We will give the color as gray. This will be the link part. We will keep the font size casually 10 to 12. Yeah, take it as well. Then mm, it's align. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Again, spelling of center. Sorry for that. So yeah, we're here. Yeah, we are giving the text decoration as yeah, it's not necessary, but we will keep it as none. Don't want any decoration. Right. Then after we will give the reference, whatever the content we want to display or we want to use the CSS for the response. Whatever the response we will get from API, the variable we use, right? We use the variable to get the response, right? So whatever the content will be there or a response, it will be displayed by this function link, right? And we will give the target as a blank because we want our whatever the link will be there, we want that link's content should be redirected to a new tab. We will close this. We will again uh, response. Okay, dot items, then link. Yeah. After this will be the link, whatever will be displayed. There are three parts like which are get displayed on the page when we search anything, right? So like we get the link, then we get a just a sec with headline, right? Then after we get the content whatever in between that link. When we are it blank. We'll give the reference the same for the response for the uh, this will be for the link, right? After we will give the inline CSS, right? Okay, we'll again keep the text decoration here as none. We'll close this tag. Okay, so there's a after so this part this link will show the content of the link for the results, search results, and then after this will show the headlight or whatever will be the main displayed name of that website, right? So for the snippet part we will get it. Just a second. Actually we are getting out of our time, that's why. Sorry for that. Yeah, all right. So after this you have to give a catch block here. So whatever the error will be there, this catch block will catch the error, right? So yeah, catch error done. So if the document we have used didn't found it, or if Google's API gives any error, then this block will get the error. But yeah, sorry. Okay, so we have to do it here. Actually, after the try block, yeah, this was the try block. This was the right. This one, yeah. Here will be the catch block. All right. We have given the try block. We have closed the complete, I guess, the response for This was the try. What's the error we are getting?
We will just try to remove the bracket over the catch, the one on the line 26.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right. So I guess we have done almost our all the part. Target. Oh, sorry. Guess we haven't declared the. Yeah, we haven't declared the headline, right? So we will use a hashtag for the headline. We'll give it a H2. We'll declare the style. We'll give it a margin 2 pixel. Then declare the function. Response dot variable I. The title, whatever the headline, the website. We will close the H2. Yeah. So I think all the code is done. We are ready to run the code right now. So let's run it. Hope we don't get any error.
Weber, I will suggest you to like open it in a complete new tab, so it might look uh, pretty well.
Yeah, sure, sure. Let's open it in new tab. Okay, I'll share this tab too. So I hope everyone can see this. Is this visible to everyone?
Yes, Weber.
Okay, okay. So, so you can see here we have the Bevel name or whatever the image we have used for the custom search engine. So here it is. So here's the search bar, and here's the search button. Whatever the button we have given, and it will do the functionality of the submit. So even we can see this the placeholder here, search here. So if we search anything like our club name, hack club viewers, if you click on the search, it will get us the results. Just wait, guys.
Weber, just
Uh,
can you just share the code for a minute? The HTML file one.
yeah, yeah, sure. Okay. I have shared it.
Uh, just a moment. I will add it to this. Okay. So I think below the on click submit, you have created the button, right? Or which is taking the ID of submit, and
Yeah.
it's below the button. We need to add one more thing. So I will just quickly let you know.
So search button or this one below the
Yeah, below
division
the
that.
below the line number 18, and above the content part, we need to add a few more lines of code.
Okay, okay, okay.
Because yeah,
Here.
because it's we have designed it for search, but we haven't added the functionality to the input text, right? So we need to add that part.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I got it. We will create an
Yeah,
division for that, right?
yeah,
So
perfect.
we'll do it as a division for the buttons. So we will give the ID, and we will declare the class for the same buttons, and then we will use the button to declare again the ID for all the buttons, whatever the buttons that will be present. Class is all. If we will provide the on-click functionality for the same, so whatever it will do, it will submit. Right? Close the. It is closed. Right? So yeah, I guess
Just close
it's
the
done.
div as well. Yeah, just close the div as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah.
And one more thing, yeah, just close it first. So I will tell you. In the line number 16, so the button ID equals to submit. So I think by mistake you just added the parenthesis as well in front of submit. So just
18.
try to,
Sorry, 17.
16, 16, 16 ID.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was ID. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just try to run now. You can just unshare the screen and share the other tab.
Okay, okay, sure.
Yeah. So till then, folks, if you have any doubt, you can put it in the comments, and we would be more than happy to answer those queries. Also, after the session, we will be sending you a blog link. We'll be publishing a blog on the same, where we will be explaining the step by step kind of thing, like how you can actually work with it, like, right? So yeah, Weibo, you can enter the query.
Okay, okay. Just let me check the API once. I guess there is an issue with API.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. I guess my link is not the correct one. I will change it. Okay, wait.
yeah. So I was saying you if you haven't got it in the first attempt, not an issue. We will be sending the blog link to all those who had registered for the event, and you can just follow through that blog. It will be easy to understand, because like here, Weber had to explain the code as well as the functionality, so it might take a longer time. So we were restricted to 1 hour, and it's Friday night, so most of you might want to watch a movie or something else. So we just thought of keeping it short, and we will for sure get back to you with sharing you a blog link soon. So you can expect it till next week, next weekend. So we'll publish it and share it with you.
So is my screen visible?
Just yeah, yes, Vaibhav, it's visible.
Okay, just a sec. Uh,
Yeah.
I guess I have shared a wrong screen. Let me check. Yeah, it was before the API, so I corrected the API right now.
Also, folks,
Okay.
please make sure that you are not sharing your API key publicly, because if someone gets the API key, then they might make bad use of it. Cool. So now you
Okay,
can
so
see, yeah, one way.
yeah, so folks, we will search the hack club or hack club's name. If you click on search button, so here you can check the all the details, whatever the content. You can just uh, fetch the content like Google. You can check. We have given that response link. So this was the link which we keep it in a small part, and then which we given a title. So this was the title, and here's the content whatever will be in this website, right? So as this, it just works like the Google, and as we are scrolling down, we are getting the website as much as the website one page of Google can have. Those much of websites are displayed here, right? So here also you can find the response time and the amount of result that you found, right? So I guess hope all you understand, right?
Yeah,
So
just a minute,
you
Vaibhav.
can,
I just
yeah.
sorry to interrupt. So, folks, what you can do is you can just create your own search engine, and why don't you try inputting your name and search it on your own search engine? So it might be fun. Okay, so try creating the search engine. You can just change this image as well if you want. We will be sending you the complete code as well. We will be adding it in the description when the stream is over. And you can change the image, you can change the name, you can keep it anything. You can change the colors of the uh, search engine, of the results as well. Like here we have kept it gray and white, so that main focus is on the title. You can change the font sizes, font styling, and all the other stuff, so you can customize it as you want, right? So make sure that you are creating it. And also, if you are creating a custom search engine, make sure you are sharing it on socials. You are tagging Vaibhav, tagging the hack club, tag your socials. So yeah, Vaibhav, if you want to say anything, please.
No, 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 no. Thanks for all describing the further details and whatever they want to make this more custom. Right? So I will stop sharing my screen from here.
Yeah.
We will, yeah.
So thank you everyone for joining. I hope you all had fun. Also, special thanks to Weibo for taking an amazing session, like creating a custom search engine from scratch. He didn't skip even a single line of code, so that was very special. Like it's 1 hour already, and he has been patient throughout the session, explaining all this stuff. Right. So thanks a lot, Weibo, for being there and conducting a session.
Yeah. Thank you, Mrunank, for also giving me a chance to give this session to all our folks and hack lovers. So this
Sure.
was really amazing for me too. Yeah.
So everyone, just make sure that you are taking screenshots of the session and sharing it on socials. We'll make sure to react to your stories, posts, reels, and all other stuff. So thanks for joining, and I hope to those who haven't registered for the club, please register for right now, so that you don't miss such upcoming sessions as well. We will be building some amazing things in the future, so make sure you join the club. The uh, membership link is in the description as well. It's totally free of cost. We are not charging you even a single penny. So make sure you register. This club is built for learning, connecting, and building with other folks. So if you are looking forward to that thing, make sure you join the club. Also, we do amazing giveaways as well. So stay tuned for giveaway. We'll be coming up with a giveaway soon. So thank you everyone. Make sure to
Thank you,
subscribe the
folks.
channel. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.